Hello, we're here with NBK from VeryGames, a very happy NBK who just defeated NiP in the semi-final of ESWC. Let's start from the beginning. You won on cash 16-13. Take us through that map.
That was a crazy map, I guess. We started on the T side and we picked that map and the side, which is by default a bad side on this map. We just tried to go, all in it because we knew how they were going to play, and so we thought that starting on that side, we could just surprise them and have a big impact onto the whole game by going big in the beginning. We start things off pretty nicely and we finally lose the map 16-13. Some misplays, some misreads. Apart from that, you
had a couple of great clutches in the mid game, and then Shocks pull it off in the end. How important were those individual rounds compared to your team play?
I guess NiP is very often down to those clutch rounds where you are 1-2 or 1-1 or even 1-3, and sometimes it happens. That's going to be the key rounds you have to win, or the 2-on-2, 3-on-3s. Apart from that, the team play is definitely one thing we're looking for. If you have a good team play, you're going to lose less rounds and obviously make biggest difference when you're going to play together. We had good players. We have good players and we all play great, and I think that's what made the difference in this game.
Then you went on to the Nuke, where you started as terrorists again, but you still had a great start. So how did that go?
We lost the first side while being terrorists 7-8. We had a very good start. It was the same during the EMS. We had a perfect start. We win the 3 rounds without taking any casualty. And after that, it was just back and forth. We were winning some rounds, and then we managed to win some as well. That was very tight throughout the game. And yeah, going on the second side, it was just a crazy map. We lose the pistol round. Then we managed to win the eco in pretty amazing fashion. Then they just outplay us until it's 15-11, 15-12.
And that's when your big 5-7 clutch happened. Can you take us through that round especially?
I knew that I was just I should stop my brain at that moment because I knew that my opponents were just around me. I managed to take the first one. And then I know that there is one on the bomb side, on the lower bomb side, and then knowing NiP, anything can happen. And I just hear one small step above me, and luckily he has only 10 HP or something like that. I managed to kill him, and then I'm 1-on-1 and have the positional advantage, and I managed to win it. That was crazy.
And then you brought it to overtime, and had the rules not changed once again, the game would have been over then, but you still had to play the overtime. How did the overtime go?
Once again, it was just totally crazy. We didn't have much time to, prepare the overtime and, really think about what we were going to do. And once again, it just came down to the kills. We knew what they were going to do, and they knew how we were placed. It just went out to the kills. We managed to get 1 or 2 entry kills, winning 2 rounds on city side, and then it was just crazy on T side. We just went, once again all in, trying to just make that one clutch play that would make the whole thing change, and it happened luckily.
I've noticed you guys like to go for the semi-buys or force buys often. Is that a sign of your confidence or risk, or is that a game plan specifically for NiP?
I think it's a game plan that NiP brought into the game, in the beginning, in the early stages of the game, and we just discovered that we are good with that as well. And it's just so much harder. It's just so much hard to just play against people who have K-rounds every single time, because anything can happen, no matter if you have a pistol or AK-47s. Having that specific game style bothers NiP because they play, the kind of one-on-one duels, and they play on that because they are very confident as well. And we took that game style and we're trying to make it as good as possible.
So now you beat them 3 times in a row in best of 3s. Do you now have their number?
I don't know. It's gonna be. As I said before on our interviews, it's gonna be almost impossible to achieve what they did during last year, winning every single event. That was just something incredible they did, and I think now we know how to face them, and we have the players like confident enough to, you know, get our things together and just go all in on them, and that worked for us really far.
We had an article a few weeks ago in which Lurpa stated that Scream and Shocks are now maybe even better or as good as the NiP duo of Get Right and Forest. What do you think about that?
Well, when we have good games, they're just unstoppable. I mean, even Get Right and Forest, they were known so much on 1.6, and now it's just a different game. And new players came into it with new teams, and every player have got qualities and have got their things, and Scream and Shocks are just out aiming people like pretty hard, and that's probably the main difference they do.
So on the other side of the bracket, we have your countryman Clan-Mystik defeating Astana Dragons. Did that surprise you, or did you expect them to be able to play this good?
Well, I wasn't expecting Clan-Mystik so high. I mean, we played them several times online and online. They have a very good gameplay, but I didn't think they would work that well. And yeah, I mean, I'm very happy for them. And Astana Dragons, I thought they would be better because they were kind of in the shadows for a few weeks, and they came here after bootcamping. I thought they would bring another level to the game, but unluckily for them, it did not happen. And yeah, Clan-Mystik just won, and that was very good for them.
So as you said, you've played Clan-Mystik recently, both in online and on LAN, and they seem to bring some difficulties to you. You have a hard time defeating them, and you even lost to them in the latest EPS France Cup. What can we expect from the final tomorrow?
Oh man, that's a tough question. We played them a few days ago for the ESWC France. We played them on a big stage. We managed to 1-2-0 against them. It's going to be tougher than it used to be, because we're going to watch our demos. I mean, they reached the competition like that far, they don't want to lose it, and never will we. So obviously we're going to go back to the hotel, watch demos, and they're definitely going to do the same. And it's going to be a crazy match. That's what I'm expecting from it.
Who is the audience going to cheer for? What do you expect?
Well, a few days ago it was pretty, I mean, it was more for us, because, you know, probably we're more going to international, and, you know, we're just, I mean, we defeated NiP, but I think Mystik, even themselves, are going to say they are the challengers. I mean, they said it a few days ago, and they're going to give everything, and I think if the crowd can support them, it's going to be pretty tough for us.
And one last thing from me, as you also noticed, and so have I, the Mirage hasn't been played so much at this event, and you're one of the spokespersons for returning the old Mirage to the map pool. What do you have to say for this?
I would actually like a revamp of the map, I mean of the graphics. Going back to the old Mirage wouldn't be such a good thing, because it would be like a step back, and, you know, even for VAD it wouldn't be a good thing. Obviously, I mean, I probably went a bit too far saying that I want, the old Mirage back. I just would like some changes into the map, because it's not playable at the moment. You can see at EMS and ESWC, it has been played very, very few times. And I think before it was one of the most played maps. Now it's going on to Inferno, which is played almost 24/7. I think Mirage was like a very good map for even for the casual players, and if we can have a rhythm of the graphics and of the, you know, layout of the map, we can have something good. But I really hope Valve are going to do something about that.
Okay, that's all for now. Anything else you want to add?
That's just crazy. I don't know. Well, thank you. I mean, thanks everyone who follows us. It's just an incredible journey. We won EMS, we're here in the grand final of ESWC. It's just amazing. And obviously thanks to VeryGames and Razor for the support, and well, thanks to you for the interview.
Thank you too.